Rebels. Today is Thursday, December 10th, 2020. It is actually the 50th day of school. And today in class, we actually took some time and we had some fun and we played a game. Let's go ahead and let's jump in, and I wanted to read today's blog post to you. All right, you can see here behind me, it says, "Good morning, Rebels. Most of you have already finished Unit 1 by taking your test on the literary elements. Unfortunately, my plan to allow you to make test corrections did not work. We found out earlier in the week, my plan was, if you look at the agenda, that on Monday and Tuesday we would use those 2 days to really take the test, and that you could begin it on Monday, and then on Tuesday you would be able to reopen your test that was partially complete and you'd be able to finish it. That did not work out at all, and neither did being able to make the test corrections here. Unfortunately, the way that Google Forms works is once you submit your form, it's submitted and you can't edit it or revise it. So while my plan I thought was a good one, sometimes we learn that it doesn't work out. So instead of doing test corrections today, because the good news is that most people scored really well on the test. So it shows me that you guys are working hard and that you guys really know how to use your notebook. So today what I did do, though, going back up here to the message, was we did have some fun and we played a game. And then those people who had not yet taken the test, they were able to finish their test today. Because tomorrow we will go over that test. All right? So today, one thing, though, that all students need to make sure that they had done was, first, you had to make sure your test is done. All right? Using your notebook, all of the directions are right here. The assignment is on our Google Classroom, so you guys all know how to find the assignments. There's a word bank. It is 20 fill-in-the-blank statements. Then you guys can use your word bank, use your notebook to make sure that you guys do your best. Before we played our game, we did take some time to finish preparing for Unit 2. And I would just like to remind you guys about some of the things that you're going to need. We will officially begin Unit 2 after Christmas vacation. So my first thing that I wanted to do with you guys was to collect all of your Freak the Mighty books. Now, I'll have to get those back in January when we return to school. So hang on to those for now. Keep them safe. Don't lose them. I am going to need those back. The second thing that we did was we emptied out our language arts folder. Your language arts folder should be completely empty. The only thing that should be in it, here is number 3, is the new packets for Unit 2. If you were in school on Monday, you received your packet in person. I came around and gave everybody their packets at the very end of the day before the buses came. If you are not in school on Monday, you should be receiving your packet in the mail. You'll receive a large manila envelope, and in it you're going to have your ELA packet along with science, social studies, and math. All of those packets are going to come in together. So once you get that in the mail, open it up, take out your ELA packet, put it into your ELA folder. And again, your ELA folder should be empty. The only thing that should be in it is your packet. And here is mine, okay? My empty folder. This is my new packet, okay? When you guys get your packet in the mail, there is a cover letter from me, a very short little letter letting you guys know that this is your ELA packet. All right, so this way, now I have everything I need for Unit 2 as far as the papers. Things that I know that you're going to need at home for Unit 2 are up here on the board behind me. You can see one of the things we use a lot of is highlighters. We do specifically use yellow, blue, pink, orange, and green. And unlike Unit 1, where I let you guys kind of color code things any way you want, there are specific colors that we use for specific things. Okay, so if you can get these colors, that is great. Now, if you can't, that's all right. You can use alternate colors. It won't hurt you. You also, if you can't get highlighters, you could still use colored pencils as well. Highlighters just works best for what we want to do. You can see you will need colored pencils, glue sticks, and scissors. And we were not going to be learning Unit 2 completely at home, but we are going to start it at home for the first 8 lessons. So the more prepared you guys can be, the easier it will be for you to learn at home. The last thing that we did before playing our game was we made our title page for Unit 2. This is actually page 26 in your notebook. And you'll notice on my title page, I like to make my title pages really big. I like to be a little bit creative because we do want this page to stand out. We want that title really big, really bold. The only purposes it serves is that it lets us know the title of Unit 2, and it also lets you know what Unit 2 is all about. Unit 1 was all about the literary elements and how we respond to literature, stories. Unit 2 is all about informational texts. So in this unit, we're going to be looking at articles. So you guys are going to be learning about things like identifying main idea, topic sentences, details. We're going to be learning about author's purpose and text structure, how to write a summary for an informational article, and we're going to be looking and exploring those kinds of things. All of it is pertaining to informational articles. So the title of Unit 2 is, as you can see on the board behind me, Critical Analysis and Evaluation of Informational Texts. You can be as creative and decorate this page as much as you want. We ended class by playing a fun game, Scattegories. Now, I won't be able to play that with you guys here on the video, but we had a great time. We were able to play 2 full rounds of Scattegories, and it was a lot of fun. So if that kind of activity sounds fun to you, I would really encourage you to not just watch the video lessons, but join the live stream lesson as well, because it is a lot of fun. I think that the students get more out of it by being live with us. It allows you to ask questions and get those questions answered. So with all of that said, boys and girls, that is your lesson for Thursday, December 10th. Tomorrow, we will go over the test, the literary elements test, so everybody has to have their test in by then. We're going to be looking at what the answers are, so what was the proper word that went into that word, the sentence, and we'll also be looking at where we found these answers in our notebook, so that as we wrap up our study of the literary elements, everybody feels confident and strong in what they've learned in Unit 1. So, gentlemen and ladies, you guys have a great afternoon. I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. So, until then, bye-bye. Have a good one.
I close my eyes and I can see a world that's waiting up for me, that I call my own.